This is Andi Purewal for Boxing Social in association with Betfred, and I'm delighted to be joined by Magic Matty Harris here at the Wasserman boxing offices in London. Matty, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you, mate. Now, we was having a brief chat at the back of the room before the press conference started, and you wasn't sure as to whether or not you was going to come up, have to have a little word yourself, just kind of let everybody know about you, kind of you and what you'll be bringing to boxing. So, how did you find that experience, first and foremost?
Do you know what? It was great. It's just a crazy experience. So, I've gone from boxing in front of 200 people at amateur shows to, well, I'm going to be boxing at Wembley Arena for my debut. So, this is a crazy experience.
Talk to me about that. You mentioned boxing at Wembley Arena. How much of a perfect platform is it for you to have that? And of course, boxing on Sky Sports.
Of course, it's amazing. Wasserman are one of the biggest sporting agencies in the world, combined with the Sowland brothers, who have got 30 plus years of experience in promoting. So, and plus they've also got the backing of Sky now, which is a massive platform in the UK. And for me to be a part of that at the beginning is unbelievable.
With that in mind, talk about the plan in place that Sowland, Nissa Sowland and Wasserman have put in place for you. How do they see your career playing out at this early stage?
Obviously, the end game is to get to undisputed, but the early stages, I'm not sure. To be honest, that's not my job. My job's to turn up and fight. By the time when I've got a date, I train for it, I turn up and fight. That's what my job is. I'm not there to guide my life. Of course, I've got to have a caring about my career, but in terms of guidance or whatever, that's none of my business. I'm here to fight.
Obviously, working with Max McCracken as well. Talk to me about that. And you got Solomon Dacres there. That must be perfect sparring.
Oh yeah. It's good. It's good work. To be fair, when at the minute he's preparing for a fight at the same time as me, so I'm okay to get a bit more sparring in at the minute. Also, been sparring with Jose. Been around the country really, been sparring with Nathan as well, been able to get a lot of good rounds in, but yeah, it's good to get some rounds in with Solomon when he's fit.
Talk to me about your amateur pedigree and some of the guys who you have been able to share the ring with along the way.
Okay, so obviously I haven't had an extensive amateur career, but I have been around. It's not the same, I know it's not the same, but in terms of technical experience, I suppose, I've been in with Dubois, Hugh Fury, Gorman, Adelaide, Riakporhe, list goes on really. So I've been in with some of the most talented kids this country has to offer. And I've been able to hold my own. And if not, see, I don't nobody talks shit about sparring, bollocks, but it's been competitive.
Obviously, your division, up at heavyweight, there's some terrific fights coming up. To get your thoughts on some of them. Firstly, AJ Usyk next week. What's your take?
AJ stoppage. I've heard a lot of stuff people saying about AJ getting him early or Usyk taking it. Honestly, I think AJ's going to do him 8, 9, 10 rounds. People are underestimating AJ's fitness. Not only that, he's composed, he can punch, he's quick, and he can keep that up over the rounds. A few of his stoppages as of late have come in the later rounds. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know why people are thinking that all of a sudden the old Anthony Joshua is going to come back and start him early. Usyk's a really good competitor, amazing boxer. He's been in with everyone and anyone, so he's not dumb enough to go in there and just get blown out of there early. Do you know what I mean?
A couple of weeks after that, Fury Wilder 3. Your take?
Make this one short. To be honest, don't know. I'm tempted to say Wilder. I don't know why. But I don't think he's training properly for Fury. It doesn't seem like it. If you look at him in the last fight and the fight before that, he looked really ready. He looked on it. But my thing with Fury is I'm not sure. Amazing fighter, don't get it wrong. He's an amazing fighter, but in terms of mindset, I'm not sure he's got a champion's mindset. There's a reason he hasn't defended the belts yet. Do you know what I mean? So as a fighter, brilliant. In terms of technical ability, he's one of the best of all time in terms of heavyweights. In terms of mindset, I think that's what's going to let him down.
All right, Matty, we'll leave that there now. Leave you to enjoy the rest of your day. It's a pleasure to talk to you for the first time. I'm sure it will not be the last. Thank you for speaking to Boxing Social.
Thank you, it's been a pleasure.